So basically what's going on right now is that everybody that had to buy, they bought. So the people that sold in winter, sold in spring, or told their landlord that they're not renewing their lease, they mostly bought already, okay? There's very few buyers right now that have to buy, that needs to buy. So right now, we're starting to work with buyers that want to buy. They want to buy. And this is why, if they want to buy, they're not in a rush. This is why you're seeing that they don't want to be in multiple offer. They are willing to wait. They're doing more and more visits without doing an offer because they don't want to pay the high price. So what do you think this will bring us to? Where do you think it's gonna, what do you think it's gonna cause to our market?
Oh, it'll slow it down.
Slow down.
Well, not slow down, back to the normal.
Back to a buyer's market.
Okay, so we cannot plan we cannot predict if it's gonna be a stable market, if it's gonna be a buyer's market. We do not know if it's gonna be, we're gonna get into a recession. We don't know if we're gonna get into a crash. We have no clue, right? Nobody has a crystal ball, correct?
Yes.
But we know it's gonna slow down. So right now, what we're seeing is sellers are not crazy. They see their neighbors sold with, 13 offers, they got 55, 125,000 more than the asking price. So they want a piece of the pie, correct?
Mhm.
So sellers are motivated right now, so the inventory is starting to rise, correct?
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're starting to have less buyers
Less demand.
that needs to pay the high price, because if not, they have no roof on top of their heads. So what do you think this will bring us?
Price will fall.
Price will be adjusted.
Less multiple offers, a lot less.
Less multiple offers, correct. What else?
More houses for sale, less buyers.
Yes, what else? What else? Okay. So this is why I'm doing the training. Exactly what I'm going to tell you right now. There's going to be a time period of adaptation. Adaptation. And I'm going to explain to you why. The prices are going to go down. We don't know by how much. The inventory is going to go up. We don't know how much, so inventory, prices.
So when we're talking about prices now that are gonna go down, are we more or less looking at the price of that surplus with those multiple offers that come in, where they come in and get that extra $50,000, $100,000? I don't see the actual real market value going down. But let's say it's listed at $350, for example, and that's the actual price. But now because of multiple offers, the $350 becomes $4.25. So it's that they're not gonna get that $4.25, but it's still worth the $350.
Yes.
I don't see the $350 drop.
No, it's not gonna drop.
I just don't see them getting the $4.25.
We don't know. We don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. We're not economists. We're not God. We don't have a crystal ball. We don't do magic. What I'm going to tell you right now, it's a fact, and this is why we're going to need to adapt. In a couple of months, the inventory will be raised. It already started, and the prices are going to be adjusted. There won't be any multiple offer or less multiple offer situation. At that moment, there's going to be a period of time of struggle. What I mean by that is the sellers are still going to believe that they're in the high market. We're going to come, we're going to do our listing presentation. We're going to try to explain to them that we are not in the same market as their next door neighbor that sold 4 weeks before. So when we're going to go and take a listing, it's either that we adapt and we take the listing at a higher price, or we stick on the price that we said it's worth 350 and not 425,
Good luck.
and they're gonna take another agent. I'm telling you, it's coming. I already started to feel it. So for a couple of months, we will adapt to the market. The seller won't have time to adapt as quickly. Very important to understand this. Very important. You're gonna have to be tough. You're gonna have to hang on, like, stick to your ground and say, it's a period, it's gonna pass. And you're gonna have to accept that you need to do more prospection at that moment to find a motivated seller. Yes, Jimmy, unfortunately. So for a couple of months, the sellers won't be in the reality. They will still believe that they're gonna put their property on the market and they're gonna get multiple offers. That's a fact. So we have two choices. Either we go list, we do a listing presentation, we tell them it's worth 350, and we don't budge, and we walk away. Or we list it at 425, if it's a motivated seller, and work it. Telling you it's coming, okay? So, working in a buyer's market, I'm gonna tell you right now. So seller's market is what we call the front end market. The hard work is at the beginning. It's hard to get listings. It's a front end market. A buyer's market is what we call a back end market. So it's easier to take listings, but we have to do price adjustment. We have to give a better, stronger customer service. You can make money in both. And there's challenges in both. Different, but there's still challenges in both. But we have to understand that what we're living right now is very particular. We never lived that. So from this market to this market, the period to adapt, we're gonna have to be patient. We're gonna have to give a lot of customer service to our clients. Does that make sense?
It does.
Does it create any anxiety, fear, concern, questions? Go ahead, if you have any questions.
Why are we saying that we're not gonna have multiple offers anymore? Since interest will remain stable, and then.
How do you know the interest is gonna stay stable?
Because the unemployment rate is really high.
Okay,
Bah, ils l'ont dit aujourd'hui, ils vont garder ça pour un petit bout. Là.
pour un petit bout, combien de temps?
Un petit bout, ça peut être.
So I'm just wondering, why are we not gonna have multiple offers anymore, since buyers are motivated? And now, since we're gonna have more inventory.
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If you're capable of getting a mortgage at 1.89%, because right now that's the percentage you could get.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know you're gonna buy a house at maybe 75,000 more than what it's really worth. And you tell yourself, maybe there's gonna be a second phase of COVID, maybe there's gonna be a recession, maybe the prices are gonna drop. Even if your monthly fees are lower because the interest rate is low, are you gonna be willing to take a chance to pay 75 grand more than its actual value? Or you prefer to wait for the market to go down?
So now buyers are under the impression that it's coming, like a recession is coming, prices will fall, so they prefer to wait.
Right now, we're starting to work with buyers that want to buy.
Yeah.
They want to benefit from the low interest rate. So you're working with clients that want to buy. They want to benefit from the low interest rate. But they also understand that they're not in the rush. If you can move in 6 months, 12 months from now, why would you pay 75,000 more than its actual value? Why not wait? Why not wait 3 months just to see where it goes?
Especially if you can.
If you can.
But we're still in a strong market.
Now, a matter of time.